Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following history and social studies passage question is asking for what statement best captures the author's beliefs about something. In this case, that's ethical standards. So what you want to do is sort of go through the passage and see where ethical standards are mentioned. Unfortunately, for this passage, that's sort of all over. We're talking about standards for women being different from standards for men throughout this. So think of the passage as a whole. Men are permitted to get away with actions that are ethically unacceptable for women. This seems good. So women's actions are somehow not as free as the actions of men under the United States government, seems to be the overall claim. Now we'll look at what evidence there is for this in the next question, since that's what you have to do for the next question. But this seems to be the right answer. Women tolerate more immoral conduct from men than they should. There's nothing necessarily there about what women tolerate in terms of morality. Uh, it doesn't necessarily, what we're saying here is that men don't tolerate women's freedom, not necessarily that women tolerate immoral conduct from men too little. That might be the case, but there's no mention of this in the passage, and it's not uh, necessarily what's being argued here. Regarding women, we should lower the standard for acceptable moral conduct. No, that's not true. This passage is not arguing that women should be able to get away with more immoral things. It's simply saying that women have a right to have an equal standing with men in society. We're not saying that women should be allowed to get away with things that are immoral. Regarding men, we should raise the standard for acceptable ethical conduct. Well, we're not saying that men have to do more things in order for uh, they to be conceived as moral or ethical than women. We want them to be equal, not for women to be in a position of more power that man has to sort of like, work harder and harder um, to please. That's not quite what's going on there. We want them to be equal. So that's why A is the best answer choice. The textual evidence you have to provide for the next question, so we'll look at it in the next question. Hope that helps this problem, and happy prepping.